So today it's time for one of the most popular, I think, mods on the Toyota Tacoma. We're going to be removing the giant cannon exhaust, the tip, on the back of the truck. This thing to me is an eyesore, and I know some people like the black tips and all that stuff, and that's okay. Get what you like. I don't like it. I think it looks out of place on the back of the truck. So we're going to be removing it, if you will, and installing the, what do you want to call this? The axle dump exhaust, but not this one. This is what I had on the other truck, and you can see for only being on maybe 6 months, it has started to degrade substantially, and I would be afraid of the clamps breaking off and the flange here in the front as well. So we have something new. This is from Sixth Element. I would say arguably the most popular one that's out there right now. So let's go ahead, unbox it, see what it looks like, see if it's all it's cracked up to be. I expect it's going to be. Pretty fast shipping, only took, I don't know, three or 4 days to get here. They give you a little thank you card, I guess. Hopefully it's packaged well. It appears to be. Wow, check that out. It looks good sitting down in there, but we need to handle it and see what it looks like. I'm going to be kind of super critical on it because of the other one I had that, you know, really wasn't too great. This one is definitely smaller. Let's see if there's anything else. No, it doesn't come with instructions or anything, nor should it. It's really not necessary, but this is what it looks like. It is stainless steel, and wow, a lot less substantial than this thing. If you look at the comparison between the two, definitely more suited for off-roading, I think, because it's not going to stick down quite as far as this one does. Not that this one was horrible by any means as far as height goes, but definitely not going to stick down as far. It is nice and substantial in weight, nice solid piece. Got to admit, when I had seen pictures of it, I thought maybe the metal would end up being pretty thin. It's not. It's I would say at least as thick or so as what this one is, which is heavier. I do like that it's a little lighter. It might be a pound or two lighter, maybe, but still, every little bit counts, right? So now we just have to go under the truck and remove the back section of the exhaust. And to do that's pretty simple. It's easy to see what you need to take off. There's 2 bolts that hold it on in the front. I'll show you this. And there's a gasket underneath there. And that gasket fits in between the pipe, the one that's on there currently, and this one as well, inside this little indented area. Make sure that you save that gasket. Sometimes it comes off when you remove the old exhaust, sometimes it doesn't, but just make sure you have it and that you put this back on with it. All right, got you under the truck here. First thing I'm going to do is take off the nuts. It takes a 14mm socket. I like to break these loose with a hand ratchet first. So, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, right? That's the rule. And I can't see the other side, so we just feel for it. And kind of pay attention as to how tight it is on there, because you'll want to tighten it about the same, and it frankly is not really very tight, so you just have to overcome the initial. All right, and then we'll use a power tool for the rest, because why work harder, right? Work smarter. So let's see if I can get this under here, feeling it. All right, there's one. Keep track of your hardware, always. And here's 2. Little water in there, never hurts anything, right? Now I'm going to go ahead and pull the bracket or the hanger up here, hopefully off. Let's see. You always have to overcome that part. I'm going to use a pair of pliers to do that. It just makes it easier. Okay, should be able, hopefully, to just kind of latch on and push. There you go. It really is much easier if you just use a pair of pliers. Now we're just hanging, so we need to go around to the back. You do want to have the truck at an angle or a slope down like I do here, because if it's sitting level, there's just enough tightness, if you will, or there's just not enough space to be able to angle the pipe out of there easily. So give yourself some sort of a dip like this. And it's much easier, I don't even know if you can do it without doing it, to lower the spare tire. So we're going to do that next. Still the same donut type spare. Now the other hanger is right here in the back. We're going to do the same thing with the pliers. Should be able to just push that thing off. Again, I highly recommend a pair of channel locks or whatever you want to call these, adjustable pliers. It just makes it so much simpler to overcome the hanger. Once we pull that, that sets the whole thing loose. So now I just need to finagle this gently out of there. I wouldn't grab it and go crazy. I mean, you don't really need to. So let's see. There we go. Gonna reduce some weight, by the way, too, because that sucker is quite heavy. All right, that's it. Now I can go ahead and put the spare tire back up and go ahead and put the new tip on. Okay, here we go. Now, take a look under there. Looks like the gasket stayed on the original pipe, so that's good. I don't have to worry about that. It's right here, if you're wondering. This is the gasket, so it's there. That's good. Now, all we have to do is bolt this sucker back on there, and I'm going to see if I can't get it going through the, probably not. Oh, there we go. At least getting it started through the hanger. Let's see if I can't, yeah, I can even push it through the other way. Very good. And I am going to have to kind of pull it down a little bit. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, I need some leverage. Don't have much leverage laying underneath the, the truck. unfortunately. But I think, yeah, actually push up on the muffler gives me a better angle, I think. Yeah, if only I had a third arm under here. Okay, there we go. A tip for you. Push up on the muffler as opposed to trying to muscle the tip down. It's just easier. Now, go ahead and get these screws started. And the whole idea is to try to tighten this thing down evenly because of that gasket. So I'm gonna attempt to do that. I'll get it snug with the tool and then I'll tighten it by hand. At least that was my plan. And I'm doing this blind under here, so I can't really see it. So if I had the truck up a little higher, it would be better. I think I got it there. All right, now the rest of it, like I said, I'm going to tighten it by hand. You guys can see what it looks like. It looks pretty good under there, and it's obviously not the lowest point, so that's a good thing. Again, it gives you more clearance. And remember, it wasn't overwhelmingly tight when I pulled the OEM off. So I'd just give it a good snug, really. About as much pressure as your wrist can put on it. And then I'm just going to adjust the hanger up here just to make sure, and that's good. So that's it. That's what it looks like right now. I'll go ahead and give it a quick start up. I don't expect any sound difference. Maybe a little bit more throaty, if you'd call it that, barely, but let's start it up, see what it sounds like. Okay, there you go. There was a quick start up. Again, didn't really hear any difference. You might hear a little bit of a throatier sound going down the road here or there. And I think that's really only because the exit for the exhaust is now closer to you than it was at the back of the truck. Anyway, I like these things. I think it's a pretty darn good product, especially compared to this one. We'll see. I'll crawl underneath there a while later. I expect it to rust, I mean, but maybe not as severely as this one, but who knows? They're probably all that way because they are metal, right? And I live in deep south where we're relatively close to an ocean, or the Gulf anyway. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and if you've done this yourself, I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.